Continue the content of this chapter 7. Moyu finally returned. Moyu gave Shen Dai a comforting look, then looked directly at his cousin and asked what he did. Changchen replied with a fake smile, saying that he was only acquainted with his sister-in-law. Why did you smell my wife's pheromone just now? Changchen replied, I just accidentally stopped smelling. His pheromone smell is very light, so I thought it was beta. Moyu immediately demanded an apology. Changchen's smile gradually disappeared. Then the two alphas were staring at each other. Changchen had no choice but to smile and finally apologize to Shen Dai. Moving on to the next scene, Shen Dai quietly observes Changchen. Although he was born in the family of the eldest son, he was arranged to sit at the bottom. That reminded him of the rumor his best friend shared, being the second generation of a family of 4. Moyu's father is the second son of whom he is the most powerful. Since the moment Moyu was born as an S-rank alpha, unexpectedly Changchen was born a year later. He is also an S-rank alpha. Although the founder of Xingzhou Group, Moyu's grandfather has been in poor health in recent years. Since then, the family's conflict over who should be the next successor has become increasingly apparent. Because Changchen thought that Moyu's first marriage would be ruined. However, his plot failed because of Shen Dai's sudden appearance. Although Shen Dai is innocent, Shen Dai is still the one who ruined Changchen's plan. At this time, Changchen stood up and wished his second uncle happy birthday, as well as discussing the gift that Changchen's father had told him to prepare for his second uncle. Then Moyu's father nodded and reminded, Changchen is not a child anymore, do everything in moderation. Changchen went on to say that he apologized for offending Shen Dai. Speaking of which, I remember that my daughter and sister-in-law became even closer. Because Xiao Yu is Shen Dai's half-brother, Shen Dai saw that Moyu's expression was already gloomy, but he was holding back his anger. Today must be continuously influenced by the pheromones of Alpha Peak. Looking at the delicious food in front of Shen Dai, he didn't want to eat anything. Changchen's father quickly settled things by toasting and wishing his brother Qu Shen a happy birthday. Moyu's father's birthday dinner is over. On the way back, Shen Dai decided to speak after hesitating for a while. He called Moyu and asked if he could go home to visit his grandmother every weekend. Because his grandmother lives alone. Moyu glanced at him and said, so you have a request? Why didn't you bring it up before our wedding when I asked if you had any requests? Shen Dai froze for a moment, not knowing how to react. Moyu continued, I asked him, then why didn't he say anything at that time?